The British people are patient. They will wait in a queue without complaining. The Nigerian and me will wait in the queue for only 5 minutes, and I want to know why that queue is not moving. I'm not here to waste my time. Hi beautiful people, welcome and welcome back to my channel. It is Deo here again, and if you are joining this channel for the very first time, I hope you love this video enough to subscribe for more content. So I am a registered nurse in the UK. I am originally from Bayelsa, Nigeria, and today's video will be basically about cultural shocks that I have experienced here in the UK. And while they are still a shock to me, I have realized that over time I have instilled some of this culture in me, and I do not see them as weird anymore. I see them as normal things that people do, and yeah, I just feel like I should share them. The first thing I would like to talk about is buses do not stop just anywhere to pick you up. They do not stop because you stop them. They stop at a designated area, like a bus stop, to pick people up. So they do not just stop anywhere. So my first experience, I was about going to see how my workplace is when I recently came to the UK, and when I went out, I saw a bus passing to the direction I was actually going, and I just waved with my hand. You know how we normally stop buses in Nigeria. And I was like this, and to my greatest surprise, the bus passed. When the bus passed, I wasn't that surprised, but the surprise was the look on people's face looking at me like, what is this girl doing? I'm like, okay, this look is not normal. They are trying to pass a message. So yeah, it's in my country. You drop me where I want and you pick me up where I want. You can pick me up anywhere and not only in the bus stop, and you must drop me where I am going to. So sometimes when I'm at the location I'm going to and I see them passing, just because it's not a bus stop, it's so weird. It's like a shock to me. I'm like, that's where I'm going to. Stop me here. But no, they do not stop anywhere in the road, and that's so organized, and I love it so much. I know. And this brings me to my second point. In the UK, when they want to greet you, they do not expect you to reply back. Most of them do not expect you to reply back, especially if they do not have a personal relationship with you. So when they see you on the way, you okay? That's it. They just pass. You're right. That's it. They just pass. They don't expect you to say, oh yeah, I'm all right, thank you. No, just say you're okay and you pass. And that brings me to the third point. In the Philippines, we have what we call the Loma smile. A Loma smile is a smile that lasts for 2 to 3 seconds. Within the frame of 2 to 3 seconds, you should be done with smiling. So that's what we call the Loma smile. If you're from San Fernando, you know what I mean. So how they greet you is, you make sure you do not pass 3 seconds. If you pass 3 seconds, you've spoiled the greeting. And for someone like me that smiles a lot, I feel like that's a big turn off, because even before I reply you with my own smile, you're done smiling. Like, bro, that's not how we do things. If you want to smile to me, please smile full smile, not the one you brought from here. It doesn't. So they just smile and they pass, and they expect you to do the same. Don't waste your time. Just give me a smile. And even if you don't want to greet, just the smile is a greeting. Beverages like tea, coffee. They drink coffee, they drink tea, like it's a ritual. Can I have a cup of tea, please? 1 sugar. Thank you. At work, people that are assigned to make tea and coffee for us all through the day. So we've got someone that makes tea for us for that day at work. So it's like a ritual, and we must drink tea. And when they see, like, I do not drink tea all the time. I take tea as breakfast. So if I go to work and they're like, let's go for a cup of tea, let's have a cuppa. They were making coffee today, and I'm like, no thank you, I'm not gonna drink. They were like, why? And now I feel like drinking tea, drinking coffee is a ritual to me as well, so I always drink tea every day. There, you need to stop. Since we talked about tea, let's talk about groceries. When I went to one of the supermarkets in the UK here to buy something, I was so shocked that I have to pack all the things I bought. Guys, it doesn't happen in Nigeria. If I buy goods, the salesperson or the cashier or whoever owns that place or whoever is working there packs the goods. I do not have to suffer to pack all the things I've bought and put them in a bag. No, I do not have to do that. But here, you have to pack everything I buy and put in a bag. I just find it different, and I'm like, why do I have to do it? And to be honest, every time I do it, I beat myself up and I'm like, why do I have to pack all these things I am buying with my money? Why do I have to? But I like it, I don't fancy it. Why do I have to pay for plastic bags? Why? I mean, why do I have to pay to carry the things I bought from you? In my country, it's free. If you buy something in a supermarket, they will have to pack it for you, and everything they use in packing that, we don't pay for it. Well, except you need something fancy, yeah, you pay for the fancy bags, but a normal plastic bag, you do not have to pay for a plastic bag. No. So what we do is we reuse those bags we've bought. So I think it just helps the environment, recycling and all that. So yeah. Another interesting thing is the weather. The weather is really unpredictable. I remember I made a post 1 year ago about how I went out wearing shorts because I thought it was summer. But no, it rained that day, it snowed that day. It was a very terrible weather that day. So the weather, it could be sunny this morning, and in the afternoon it could rain heavily, and in the evening it could snow. So you could have 3 different weathers in one day in a different season. So when it's summer, it's not always summer. When it's winter, you could get sunshine but it's cold, so you will see the sun shining but you're actually cold. And then sometimes when the sun is out and you are cold and you put on your jacket and all that and you're going out and everyone is looking at you, is this girl okay? But I'm cold. Yeah, it's sunny, but I'm cold. I know you are hot, but I am cold, so that's fine. Do not look at me like I am not dressed appropriately for the weather. I feel cold, and if you are hot, that's fine. If you want to go naked, that's fine, but I am cold and I want to put on my jacket, so it's okay, Teresa, let me be. Aside the fact that the weather is unpredictable, I have not seen AC in this country. Maybe it's just me, but there is no aircon in this country, and there are days in summer that is really hot and you will actually wish you have aircon, but they always have fans, hand fans or standing fans around, but there is no aircon. I have not seen aircon. If you are in the UK and you've seen aircon, please let me know in the comment section. I'd love to know, because I find it weird. You will not find aircon in most houses in the UK. They are very open to sharing their personal life with you. So you might just be walking on the road and someone engages with you in a normal conversation, and you find this total stranger telling you about her children in Dubai, her children in London, Spain, or the fact that she's pregnant, or someone might just promotion at work. I just got a house, I just got a car. We don't share this information in Nigeria, maybe because we think someone is always after us, but it's not this case here. They share their information with you with all open heart. They tell you if they are pregnant, and you're pregnant and you're telling me, why are you telling me about your pregnancy? Do you trust me that much? But this is something to do. And while in my country, we only tell our close people, even our close people, we know what to say and what not to say, because no go they do pass yourself. We don't tell every information to people just because it actually happened to us. And I think it's because we've got this superstitious belief that when you tell good news to people, something bad will happen. I personally do not believe that. It's just a general thing in Africa, or personally in Nigeria. You do not tell people about your pregnancy. You do not tell people about your new job. You do not tell people about you getting admission into school. You do not tell people about you traveling abroad. That is the most important one. We do not tell people when we start our plans to travel abroad. Abi, you don't want to travel again, Abi. Just tell us you don't want to travel again. Which one you are posting? I just got my international passport. I'm going for my visa application. You are telling us. But we do not share good news to people, most especially when it's still at the germinating phase. For example, someone will be pregnant and not post about it or not tell people about it until they give birth, and now you just show us a picture of your baby. Why do you feel we cannot hurt your baby now if we want to hurt your baby? Or why do you feel when you are in Nigeria processing your visa application, we can harm you, but when you're abroad, why do you feel we can't harm you there? That's one thing I don't understand about we Nigerians, but somehow we do that, and it's a different culture here in the UK. Self-service. Why do I have to serve myself when I'm buying a product from you? I go to buy petrol and I have to serve myself. Why? Why do I have to do it? I literally have to. The very first time I went to buy petrol, I found it really shocking that I really have to fill my tank myself. Like in my country, in Nigeria, when I go, I just park my car and we've got a salesperson filling your tank for you. So you just stay in your car like a boss or whatever, and they fill your tank and you pay and you move. But here you come down from your car and fill your tank yourself. Big girl to the mode. You okay, darling? Are you alright, my love? Are you okay, sweetheart? Everyone is your darling. Everyone is your sweetheart. Everyone is your love. So you need to get used to these words, even when you need to interact with them. We don't use that except you are actually so dear to us. Some people might find it offensive in my country, but here in the UK, it's like a regular word people use. I'm sorry, love. Okay, darling. Yes, sweetheart, and all that. Even when we interact with our patients, I feel like at this point I cannot call someone without adding love, or I cannot speak to someone without adding sweetheart, darling, and the G, darling. I cannot do that anymore. I feel I'm now used to it. And then when I'm texting them and we are chatting informally, you would always find out that British people add X at the end of their text, and that means kisses to you. So they always like sending that. So that's not something we do. So those words, love, sweetheart, kisses, and all that are still like something I'm learning. The British people are patient. They will wait in the queue without complaining. The Nigerian in me will wait in the queue for only 5 minutes, and I want to know why that queue is not moving. I'm not here to waste my time. Even if I do not have anything I'm in a rush to go and do at home, I want to know why you are keeping me here for this long. They can wait in the queue for 1 hour, 2 hours, and no one is asking why the queue is not moving. The highest thing they can do is to just leave quietly, but for them to complain, it's very rare, like really, really very rare for them to complain about something. And generally, I think they do not complain so much, except work. I know they complain about work a lot. Oh my God, this is so stressful. Oh my God, even when they are driving, they tend to wait for you in front of them, even if you are driving at a very slow pace. Yeah, that's one different thing about we Nigerians and the British people. Patience, they've got a lot of them. It's their second name. The interesting thing is PDA. They love wholeheartedly, and you will see it. They do not know how to hide it on social media, on Facebook, everywhere. And even in real life, if they are out with their partner, they will kiss in front of you, they will romance in front of you, they will do every muchi thing in front of you. That's not the same in my country. In my country, even if you are married, you cannot kiss in a public place. It's like Are you okay? Are you normal? You cannot even hug. I mean, people hug, but still rare. Even when you're married, you cannot kiss. Or I mean, the only time you are allowed to kiss is when the pastor asks you. You may now kiss your bride, and you kiss in front of her. But
you may now kiss the bride.
But other than that, it's so rare to kiss in front of people. It's not our culture. Tap water, guys. In my country, we do not drink every tap water, and though in the UK too, there are some places you cannot drink tap water because you cannot drink tap water from the bathroom, obviously, but in the kitchen, in the lounge area and every other places you can drink tap water. But initially when I came to the UK, I was using bottled water for a while. I used it for about 2 to 3 weeks before I realized no, I'm not going to continue this, because when I calculated how much I have spent on getting bottled water, I was like, water goes through this purification process and it's naturally safe for everyone to drink. So that's what I drink, and I find it really, really interesting. It's different from where I come from. We do not drink every tap water because you are finding your way to the hospital to be treated for typhoid fever. There is change of accent in every 5 miles, 10 miles, 20 miles you walk. Now I know that the London people have a different accents and they have words they say. So let me just correct this impression, guys. When you hear in it's not everywhere in the UK they say in it. In it is a London word. You might be in London hearing in it. You might go to Manchester and you'll be hearing mate, or something else, or their pronunciation is just different, and you'll be like, what are you saying? What are you trying to say? What are you saying? Because I cannot understand you. Now, the UK is made up of 4 countries. We have England, Wales, Scotland, and Northern Ireland. While you might think that they all speak English, that is false. When I went to Scotland, I tell you, they speak so fast. Like, they speak so fast, and at a point I was like, I'm sorry, I cannot understand you. I cannot understand it. And I thought it was only me, but guys, the English people also do not understand Welsh accent. That is fact. Most of the English people do not understand when a Welsh man speaks. It's the pronunciation is just different. It's not an English word. They do spell in Welsh and they transcribe to English as well. If you're from England, you'll be able to understand what they say in the train station. Everywhere you just see them write in Welsh and then they transcribe it in English so you can understand it. Another thing I find very surprising is sorry. You do not apologize when you're not wrong. Sometimes even if you're wrong, do not apologize, because your apology would not solve the problem. So why are you apologizing? I work in a hospital and I tend to see people in pain, and the Nigerian in me will always say sorry. But no, the sorry, it's rude for me not to say sorry to you when you're in pain. It's a thing here in the UK not to always say sorry when you are not at fault. Another thing I find very interesting is the fact that they drive on the left side of the road. This is not the case in Nigeria. We drive on the right. In driver's seat in the UK is different from where we have the driver's seat in Nigeria. So when I came to the UK, I always find myself going to the driver's seat when I book a taxi or get an Uber. I find myself struggling where it is, so I will always go to the driver's seat first. Please let me know which of these things you've experienced as well, and also let me know other things I forgot to mention that you find very different if you live abroad. It doesn't have to be the UK, anywhere you live. I will see you all in my next video.